Yo, somebody's been lying, but we're about to get to the bottom of it. TikTok. I know. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let me slide one time, alright? Just let me do my thing. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is just a theory. I'm not saying that this is true. I just want y'all to hear me out and tell me what y'all think, alright? It's just a theory. Some of the events are true, though. Some of these things did happen. Like this. This did happen. Alright? They didn't teach you about this in high school. But there's a lot of crazy things that are going on in history that nobody seems to know about. Or nobody wants to talk about. But we're going to bring the truth out. Because it's just that age, right? It's time for this. There's resets that happen. The timeline is jacked up and we all know it, right? We know that they change history. We heard of the phantom time hypothesis. I got a whole video about it where they change thousands of years of history, okay? And it's all a lie. History is a complete lie for that guaranteed amount of time that they change history and made up history, all right? I want you to watch this video real quick and then we'll get right back into it, okay?
Welcome, and thank you for joining me for today's exploration into orphan trains, completing the reset. The objective of today's exploration is to consider the role the orphan trains played in the last reset. And this is one of the theories that we consider the most plausible, the 5 eras theory. Breaking down the entirety of human existence into 5 distinct eras that were separated by hard resets. The Golden Age comprising the first 3 eras, and then the Tartarian Age, or the age that preceded ours, whatever you want to call it, the civilization that we believe was across all the lands that came before us. Then we had a hard reset, and the year on that hard reset we debate. Was it 1850, 1800, and 1750? And that brought us into our contemporary age, or the current time frame that we have many unique and creative names for, such as the age of plastic, the age of disposability, and the age of many different alluring historical narratives. What we're looking at here, though, is the time frame immediately following 1850, which is when we believe the last reset occurred. And we're going to look specifically at how that reset was implemented. It looks like there were 3 distinct approaches that were used: conflict, assimilation, indoctrination, and typically in that chronological order.
Alright, so they talked about a reset. They talked about a timeline, they talked about a reset, and the timeline they gave was 1860s, right? The 1860s, okay? Which is important, imperative, right? So between the 1860s and the 1900s, mid-1900s, they had the orphan children, these children who were getting sent all around the world, right? All around America, right? To work on farms, begging people to take these children in, right? Open your doors, please. Somebody take these people in. But I think there's a sinister plot. And I think that that's the reason why you only hear about one half of history. And the rest is just completely wiped out. Right? I believe, based on my research, that slavery was not just a white and black thing, as in white people in power and black people enslaved. What my research is showing me, that it was a multi-ethnic thing going on. And all different kind of people were enslaved. And all different kind of people were free. All at one time. It just so happens that after the reset, a certain kind of people ended up being at the top. And I won't even say they're at the top. I'll just say that they're the spokesperson. That they're the visual for what the top is. But it's possible that we all had humble beginnings. The color line that was drawn after the reset really set us up. When I was young, there used to be depictions like this, and me and all my friends would talk about, oh man, if we If they gave me the opportunity to shave the master, that would be his last day on earth. Blah, 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 blah. Now, what if something like that was to have taken place, but they make you think it's something different? What if they did get tired? What if they did have an uprising? And what if that uprising looked like this? Pay attention to these timelines and watch this. In 1910, nearly 1 million black farmers in the U.S. owned a total of 15 million acres. By 1969, they held only 6 million acres. In 1920, blacks owned 14% of the nation's farms. Today, there are only 18,000 black farmers, representing less than 1% of all farms. And this is according to Michelle E. Lee's work in the Roots. All right? This is only a theory, but my, how the tables may have turned.